First, I would like to thank you, Bruce, for giving us Fallen Skies fans this opportunity. You played Uncle Scott in Fallen Skies, one of the most loved characters by the fans. You were there at the beginning when the series just began. So it's a pleasure to have you here today. I hope that the following questions are to your liking. How was your experience being part of Fallen Skies?
What was interesting, I didn't know that I was going to be in the whole first season. Just every week, the producers would call me up and say, we want you next week. And so the part grew without my knowing what was going to happen. So it was very interesting to start off as just coming in for one day and then finding yourself a series regular.
Yes. For the pilot, it was the beginning one only episode pilot.
I had one line in the pilot and I played a garage mechanic. I just had to say, where's the carburetor or something. That was it. And then I thought, well, that's all there is. And then the next day I came back and I gave a huge speech.
Oh wow, yes.
Yeah, I know, it's amazing.
Lovely Uncle Scott.
Uncle Scott, yes.
So what was your favorite scene?
I think my favorite scene was teaching the children about animals. And I wanted to teach them how to deal with the aliens, because the aliens were really just another animal. So I wanted them not to be afraid of the aliens, but to understand them as an animal that we could deal with. And that if they were alive, they could be dead. And if they were dead, they wouldn't present a problem.
Actually, it's one of my favorite scenes too.
Yes.
What was the hardest scene for you in the film?
I think the hardest scene was pretending to see an alien. We had to look out a window and then pretend there were aliens out there and they were coming at us, and how to react. Do you go, or do you go, or do you go? I mean, are you interested? Are you frightened? Are you surprised? Are you struck dumb? I mean, you didn't know how big to make it because nobody's ever seen an alien. That was hard.
Yeah, I think so. How was working with the cast, with Noah, Sarah, Connor?
Noah and I had done ER many years before, so I knew him. And he also runs a theater company in Hollywood, and I run a theater company, so we had that in common. And I think my second scene was with Noah, so the two of us just walked and talked, and I was able to say to him, Noah, when you were on ER, you were the young guy, and George Clooney was the big star. But on this show, you're now the big star, and that's more than just a job. That's like you have to be the star. You have to be willing to be the star, and it was an interesting conversation. So that was great. And Connor Jessup is a wonderful kid. He's so talented. So his instincts are just wonderful. So we had a very good time working together.
It's an amazing actor.
A lovely actor. Sweet kid.
We know that this is not the first time that you have played a sci-fi project, but the fans would like to know how was filming with the aliens actually.
Say that again, that they would like to know.
We would like to know how was filming with the aliens.
Oh yes. Well, you know, we never saw the aliens. It was all green screen until at one point they captured an alien and they threw it in the jail. But I remember that the creature, I think it was called a skitter, was sort of like a big octopus, a big black octopus. It had long arms, and it grabbed one of the actors and strangled him, and we had to pull it off and so on. But it was just made of rubber, so we had to pretend the thing was grabbing us and move it around. But it was dead. Of course, there was nobody there.
Our last question is about your time behind the scenes with the other members of the cast and crew. Do you have some funny or curious story that you want to share with us?
Well, the show was shot in Toronto, and I had done a TV series for 5 years in Toronto before that. So many of the people in the crew I knew. So it was nice to work with them again. You felt like you had a relationship with the cameraman, with all the different people. So that was a nice feeling. You know, you were coming into a situation with people that you knew and had worked with. I really enjoyed that.
And with the cast, who was working with the young girls and with you say that you met Noah.
Yes.
But how about the other?
Well, I remember the character Moon Bloodgood, and I both studied with the same acting teacher in Hollywood.
Wow, awesome.
Yeah, so it was great to get together and talk. And at one point she said to me, "Oh, Bruce, I don't know what to do here. Tell me," what the acting teacher would say. It's funny. I'm trying to think. The kids were all sweet. The girl who played my wife, Lynn, she only appeared in 1 or 2 episodes, but it was nice to work with her. But mainly, gosh, I can't think of the actor's name. He plays the old army guy.
Yes.
Will Patton.
Will Patton.
Will and I didn't know each other, but he had done a play with an actress called Kathy Baker, who played my wife in Medium.
Oh, really?
So we both had the same wife, the same woman as a wife for a while.
Yes, awesome.
So we got to know each other because of that. He's a wonderful actor.
Yes.
Yeah.
We love him.
Yeah, he's great.
So, thank you. And to finish, I would like to thank you again for taking your time to answer our questions. You are going to be one of the favorite members of the cast for us, the Fallen Skies fans, always. Your career as an actor is awesome, and we wish you the best of the best in your new projects and in the future. Thank you.
So, muchísimas gracias.